Yeah, I was working as a cinematographer in Los Angeles, and I was hoping. I always wanted to direct. That was always my dream, but I knew I had to write in order to direct. So I was thinking about the story I wanted to tell, and I had come out a few years before, and so I realized my first film would be about a coming out experience and like what I felt during that time, and my feelings about anxiety and what it feels like to police your feelings. And around that time, I read an article in the LA Times about a sting operation in Long Beach, California, where police officers were undercover and going into a bathroom and flirting with men in a park bathroom to get them to expose themselves.
Yeah.
And that was in like 2014 when that happened. And so I was just shocked that that even was going on at that time. And I suddenly didn't feel safe. And I was like, so I channeled all of that into writing. And then around that same time, my brother was becoming a police officer. And I was interviewing a lot of men who were arrested, and I was interviewing police officers, and I was interviewing lawyers who represented men who sued the city of Long Beach for entrapment. And I learned that on some of these operations, police officers would get aroused during the sting operations, and it made me think. I was like, oh my gosh, to be closeted as an officer in that situation would be so intense. And so that's how I kind of came up with the story.
Wowzers. Did it take a long time to come to fruition from that point?
Yeah, because I hadn't written something before, except for short films in film school. So it took like 2 years for me to even say, like, I can write this. I think it was like, I actually was in London visiting Arthur when I kind of had the moment where I was like, I need to write this.
Yeah.
I was like standing on a hill with him. And and then from there, I think I really started writing in 2019. I started outlining at the end of 2019, and then when the pandemic started, that's when my first draft happened. It took me like a month and a half to write eventually. But yeah, and it took years of rewriting. And